I remember a particular birthday that the one thing I was grateful to the Lord for was that finally I came to understand the effects of offenses on relationships, on human relationships. That understanding helped me to better handle offenses. Before that time, I used to pride myself, over the fact that I'm easy to get along with, and yes, largely so, but I still had issues with getting offended, getting irritated, and all of those things. And keeping or harboring offenses stole from me in some measures. And I wanted full life. So I cried out to the Lord. I was like, God, help me. I want full life. When I want to be happy, I want to be happy. I don't want something tugging at my spirit down there, that you just see somebody that you are offended, that has offended you, and you lose your peace or you don't have joy. I'm like, God, I need to learn how to better handle offenses. And God helped me because He brought me understanding of its effects on the relationship, on my relationships rather. Welcome to a journey through the New Believer's Manual. Today we're going to be looking at what is sin. We're also going to be seeing how sin affects our relationship with the Lord. Okay, so let me just go on to what is sin. What is sin? Sin is any thought, any word, any action that falls short of God's perfect standard. Romans 3 verse 23 says, "For all have sinned and fall short of God's glory." The New Testament word, or the Greek word for sin, is falling short. Falling short, not missing, not hitting the mark. That is missing the mark. That's what it means. That's what sin. That's the definition for sin: missing the mark or falling short. So when we say somebody has sinned, what we're saying basically is that we are not meeting or hitting the mark. We are missing the mark instead. Such a person is missing the mark. Such a person has fallen below the mark, or falling below the expectation of the Lord. Not really expectation, the perfect standard of the Lord. The person has missed the mark. This is the mark, this is where you're supposed to be, so you're found here, then that is sin. So it is that you are not performing up to expectation. You are not performing up to the mark, or up to, what the Lord expects of you. And it doesn't put a burden on us. It doesn't give to us what we are not able to do. It doesn't require from us what you are not able to, measure up to. So sin is missing the mark. It is falling below the glory, falling short of the glory of God, or the perfect standard of God. That is, in a nutshell, that is what sin means. And, when you look at sin, like Isaiah 59 verses 1 to 2 says to us that, see, God's ears are not dull to hear you. His hands are not short to save you. It is sin that has waged a war. It has wedged a war between you and the Lord. It has put a barrier between you and the Lord, such that is now not able to help you anymore. That is what sin does. So there are consequences for sin. Sin puts a barrier in between us and God. Suddenly, it begins to look like God's ears cannot hear you. It begins to look like His hands are too short, and so He cannot save you now. It is not that. What makes it look like His hands are short or His ears are too dull to hear us or hear when we cry is sin. That is, so sin has its effects in our relationship in our relationship with the Lord. Sin has its effects. The same way that the Lord made me see the effects of harboring offenses in human relationship, He does something. He puts a barrier between relationship. In the same way, sin puts a barrier between us and the Lord. Sin is responsible for relationship to break down between us and the Lord. So we can't really hear Him as He speaks. And there are consequences to sin also. There are consequences